Rev up your engines! Now, I've been on YouTube for over 17 years. I started in 2007, and I've noticed something recently. A lot of the big car channels given up, hardly put out any videos at all, or have sold their channels out to some big company. For instance, Eric the Car Guy, he's pretty much given up making new videos. Car Throttle has pretty much quit. Ratchet Wrenches quit for over a year now. They just make a few videos a year. Chris Fix has slowed down a ton. He only makes a few videos a year. And Doug DeMuro cashed in and sold his channel to an investment firm. Now, a lot of these companies that buy people out say, oh, we just invested in the channel, la la la. Nobody gives millions of dollars for nothing, right? And I'm sure they're pulling the chains of what is said. That's one of the reasons that I originally made my YouTube channel. Way back in 2007 when this Matrix was a brand new car, just coming off the assembly line. I wanted to be able to say the truth about cars. I've been working on for 56 years, and even when I started at YouTube, still that's 56 minus 17, so that's still a lot of years I'd been working on cars by myself in my own business, right? Now, sure, I had fun doing Crank It Up at CBS TV in Houston, right? I had a lot of fun doing it. But, hey, they wouldn't let me say certain things, talk about certain things, right? Nobody's telling me what to say except me. Most of the big car channels now are run by big media companies that employ dozens of people, like Donut Media and Car Wow. I'm not some guy out here trying to sell you cars, trying to review Ferraris, Lamborghinis. I'm here for the regular person who's driving a vehicle they don't want to get ripped off getting it fixed. They don't want to buy the wrong vehicle. They want to know what's out there in the technology, and that's what I try to do in my videos. Am I driving one of those exotic cars? No. A 22-year-old Lexus and a 30-year-old Celica. But I work on all kinds of cars, learn how they operate. I just don't like wasting my money on something when I have things that still work perfectly fine. So why am I still about the only big car channel left who's doing it by himself? Well, that's for two reasons mainly. One, I like helping people out by telling them the truth. Since I do not do paid advertisement videos, nobody pays me to make a video tell how great their car is or how great their product is. I try them out in the real world, tell you whether they're good or not, so people can see the truth. I hate when somebody puts their money down on the wrong car and it's a pile of crap, or buys a tool that is a pile of junk that isn't any good. Sure, we don't want to waste our money, right? Maybe you can find that $60 tool that works. The $15 one's probably a pile of crap. And do you really need to spend $500 on a fancy one? Well, I'll tell you that stuff. And the number two reason, self-preservation. If I stopped doing this, I would probably drop dead. I learned how to fix cars from my grandfather at the corner Texaco station in Lewiston, New York. That's now a pizza joint. Everything's yuppified these days, right? I didn't have any money. I was a kid, so I had to learn how to fix things if I wanted to have a car and drive it myself. I asked my grandfather to teach me how to fix cars. He says, I'm not going to teach you a darn thing, but you can watch. So that's fine. I like watching. I don't listen to people anyways. I started learning that way. But my grandfather, he was a chief mechanic, and like me, he would have gone on forever. My father, he got sick of running the station. He shut the business down. Well, so there's my grandfather. Now he doesn't have his reason for existence, right? He dropped dead within a year of my father shutting that station down. 1 year later, he was gone. Hence self-preservation. I would probably drop dead, might not be the next day, but probably within a year, if I didn't do this to keep my mind and body going. Now, unlike me, most car channels, hey, they make their money on sponsors. Right? Sponsors want something for their money. They want you to talk about how great their products are. Now there's good products, bad products, middle products, right? I'll tell you the truth. But when they're sponsored videos, you basically have to throw them out the window. These companies tell you what you can say, what you can't say, right? You can't believe their information. So I have no vested interest in any of that stuff. I like helping people out, telling them the truth. Nobody's paying me to tell you lies about products. And in my case, telling you the truth has paid off. I have over 2.6 billion views. Because the people who know me know, hey, Scotty's telling you the truth. And the funniest thing is, when people visit me here in Tennessee or in Rhode Island, where I'm headed to this week, they meet me and I say, you know, you're exactly the same in real life as you're on camera. So unlike other car channels, you're not going to see Scotty shaving himself with a Dollar Shave Club for money. No, I buy my own razor blades. And just like my grandfather, Elmer Kilmer, I like helping people out. Now, he could only help hundreds of people at a time in a little town of Lewiston, New York. I've helped out billions of people. A bunch of people listen to what I say so they don't get ripped off. For example, maybe one day electric cars will be accepted and everybody will be driving electric cars and they'll have electric charging stations everywhere. But as far as I'm concerned, that's in the far future, if ever. I'll tell you the truth about electric cars today. They're overpriced. They're too much technology. Nobody knows how to fix them. There's no infrastructure to charge them. They lie about how long it takes to charge them. I had a guy just bring me their electric pickup truck. He said to fully charge it from almost 0 to 100% at a Tesla supercharger took them 2.6 hours. Come on, Americans aren't going to accept that. They're told lies about all kinds of things that are total barefaced lies, just like the auto companies. They say, we sold this many cars this year. They count every car that they build and send to a dealership as sold. If the dealership doesn't sell it, they don't care. The dealership owns it now, not the company that manufactured it. So they inflate everything to make it look better than it actually is. So I like telling the truth and helping people out. Sure, it's one person at a time, right? You watch the videos one at a time, but I may be an old dog, but I learn new tricks. One advantage of my position is all these companies are trying to sell things like scan tools, right? So they always say, what do you charge to make a video for a scan tool? And I say, nothing. I said, just send me the scan tool and I'll test it out honestly. If it's good, I'll use it, right? If the scan tool is a bad scan tool, I will say it's a bad scan tool. I'm letting honesty reign there. If somebody sends me something that doesn't work, or it works but not worth the money, maybe it's a $1,500 scan tool and I know $400 scan tools that work the same or better, I'm going to tell you. But I don't leave it at that, right? I tell you the truth. Let's say you wanted to buy a hybrid car. I'd say go buy a Toyota hybrid. They're the best ones out there. I personally would not buy one where I stand. I like old technology. It doesn't break. And why on earth would I buy a new car when I got 3 perfectly good cars that still run like clocks, don't burn any oil, shift perfectly fine, right? That'd be stupid. I understand the technology. I keep up with it so I can tell you what's happening. Now, let's say an absolute miracle happens and the Fiat 500e electric car turns out to be a phenomenal electric car that goes long distances and never breaks down. I'll tell you the truth. Now, I wouldn't hold my breath on that because Fiat's had history of making horrible vehicles forever, right? But maybe they accidentally hit the nail on the head, like they say. A broken clock tells the right time twice a day, right? Maybe Fiat will make a phenomenal little electric car, right? I'll tell you that. But not until they've been out. I've worked on them, tried them out, had customers that drove them, gave me the feedback on it, so I can tell you the truth about it. And not just some baloney that some company told me to say. So sure, I'm getting older, but if anything, that's going to make me even more honest, because I want a legacy of, hey, Scotty, he's the guy that gave us all that honest advice. He wasn't the guy who sold us a bunch of crap that didn't work, right? Because it always irks me when I see somebody who's famous advertising some crap product. I've seen actually astronauts advertising motor oil supplements, you know. Talk about snake oil, right? Hey, have some class, people, you know. If you did something good, keep doing good things. Don't get off the path and do anything for money. And I often get people saying, Scotty, where can we donate money to you? Okay, I don't take donations. Don't send me any money, please. My only donation I want is tell your friends about me so they can learn and watch the videos, right? And then they won't get ripped off. I don't need any money from people. I'm having fun what I'm doing, helping people out. And hey, as long as I'm still breathing, I'm not selling out to some corporation. It's always going to be just me here telling you what I figured out about cars, motorcycles, trucks. And in respect to that, I'm moving back to my other base in Rhode Island now. I'll be there April 5th on for 3 months. I'd love to check out a bunch of new cars for people to show what's in some of the brand new ones. You got any brand new ones you want to bring over? I'm in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. Contact me, scottykilmer@gmail.com. Contact me when I get there though, because I'm traveling now. And the wife says that she'll strangle me if I spend the whole vacation answering people's car questions. So hold your car questions until like April 5th or so, when I'm back doing business instead of entertaining my wife. In these troubling times we live in, which of course is probably forever in American and world history, somebody's always pulling some kind of fast deal. You know, you can come to me and I'll give you the real deal with no strings attached. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.